Okay, release changes for Jumpstart Historic Horizons. What's changing? The short version, everything is moving out by 2 weeks. The release was planned for August 10th, is now expected to arrive on August 24th, and Jumpstart Historic Horizons is now scheduled for release on August 26th. We're also adding a delay to the new Historic Brawl queue until this update as well. But for players that were looking forward to that, we'll be adding a Historic Brawl event with no entry fee on the 12th until the queue is available. So, yeah. So just to highlight here, a release getting delayed is always disappointing. I'm sure many of you are looking forward to this. I was looking forward to this, but to give credit where credit is due, I would much rather a release be delayed and be better when it releases rather than have a buggy update get pushed into production and for them to hit this arbitrary date that they set for themselves and to release crap. So, for people that weren't familiar with what this is too, so they mentioned two different dates here. August 10th to August 24th and August 12th to August 26th. So, with this update, they said they're rolling out a server backend change for Magic Arena, which hopefully is going to be an improvement. Like normally you don't do a rewrite like that on the software side if it's not a worthwhile change. So hopefully this is going to be a big change, and I'd rather they'd nail it and get it right rather than push something out with issues. I think I'm really glad to see this. This is something they could very easily do, obviously, and I'm glad that they're giving us Historic Brawl right away, because there's plenty of new things I want to play with in Brawl right away. Like, I'm interested in playing with some cards from Historic Horizons in Brawl also, but like, honestly, even just the D&D set added a bunch of sweet new legendaries and things that I would like to play with in Brawl, so I'm glad that we'll at least be getting this queue on the 12th. Looks like the ranked season, there's some stuff in here about ranked stuff that I'm not going to go over. I'll link this in the video description down below, but like the big part here is the Historic Horizons release date is moving to August 26th. We are still getting a Brawl queue, so I'm going to plan to be playing some Brawl this week still. Now, what does that mean for Glandia? I had posted my schedule up on Twitter on my website like I always do, and this is going to change now. So I think since I scheduled this already, I'm probably going to keep deck building tomorrow afternoon because we do still have the full spoiler out, so we can do that for a few hours, even if we're not going to even if we're going to have a little bit before we play. But I think I'm going to kind of move this to reflect my normal-ish schedule and I don't want to do that, and do my variety stuff at the end of these streams. I think we're still going to do a longer Magic Arena segment this day because we are going to get a patch that adds that new queue in. So we'll do some Historic Brawl here, and we'll do Historic Brawl here as well. Obviously, as well, we had a Glandia Open that was historic, scheduled for, I think it was on my calendar. I actually didn't have my on my content calendar yet. We had it scheduled for, and these are all going to change here too, because I was planning to do more arena, expecting a thing, but we were expecting to have a Glandia tournament on the 21st here. That will no longer be happening on the 21st. So we are still going to run a tournament after Jumpstart Historic Horizons releases. When is it going to happen? I don't know. So Amazonian is going to be my co-commentator for that event, so I'm going to have to talk to her about what schedules look like and see if she can still do a different weekend closer to this release date. I got to talk with Christy to find out what we have going on, because like my kids are back to school on the 18th, so our life's going to get a little bit more hectic, especially on the weekends, I would wager too, because you don't have time during the week anymore with school stuff going on. So we will be having a tournament after it releases. It will not be on the 21st. I will post updates on when that's going to happen once I coordinate with, Amazonian and my wife and my person that runs backup feature matches so we can make sure everybody is together and ready for that. But yeah, all right. At any rate, looking forward to playing some Brawl on Thursday still, I guess, but otherwise a little bit sad, but ultimately a good thing that I'd rather have. I'd rather them not, again, just to highlight, sad that it's delayed, happy they're not pushing buggy trash to production. Yeah. All right. At any rate, I'm signing off for the day. I'm about a half hour over when I usually am, and it worked out that I was a little bit over because we have to do this reaction live at the end. So I will catch all of you on later. If you're watching this on YouTube in the future, this is linked below the video description. I'm posting it here in Twitch chat for everybody that's watching it live. This is the official update from WotC. So peace, folks, and see some of you around tomorrow. Hopefully, we're gonna play some Pioneer. We're gonna build some decks. We're gonna play some more Uncharted. Peace, folks.